Superman to appear on Supergirl, Mallrats 2 is a TV series, and a bunch of new shows have just been picked up. This and more on the week's news.
The week's news on TVEnthusiast.com.
It's official, the Man of Steel is coming to Supergirl. Superman will be appearing in the first 2 episodes of Supergirl's second season. Supergirl recently moved from CBS to the CW, where it sits next to fellow Berlanti DC Comics-based series Arrow, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. All 4 series are going to have a crossover event next season. J.B. Smoove has announced that Seinfeld showrunner and Curb Your Enthusiasm creator Larry David might be considering a new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. The possibility of a season 9 for Curb Your Enthusiasm was discussed by Larry David and J.B. Smoove during a phone call. Kevin Smith's flirtation with scripted television might be turning into a full-fledged relationship. The director, who recently helmed an episode of The Flash, is bringing Mallrats 2 to TV as a 10-episode series. Amazon has announced 5 new pilots for its upcoming pilot season. Carnival Row, a supernatural drama series from horror meister Guillermo del Toro. The Marvelous Miss Maisel, from Gilmore Girls creator Amy-Sherman Palladino, about a stand-up comedian, a female stand-up comedian in the 1950s. Strange New Things, from writer Matt Charman of Bridge of Spies. The Legend of Master Legend, a comedy about real-life superheroes. And Tropicana, from the writers of Klondike, about pre-revolutionary Cuba. Amazon isn't the only one picking up new series. Sci-Fi has picked up a series titled Blood Drive, which is described as a grindhouse cinema-inspired series. The series has cast Hunger Games star Alan Ritchson in the lead. HBO has ordered 2 new family dramas, Succession from Adam McKay, the writer of The Big Short, about a fictional dysfunctional global media family, and Mogadishu, Minnesota, which follows Somali families in Minneapolis. That series comes from Catherine Bigelow, the director of Point Break. Netflix has picked up the series 13 Reasons Why, which stars Dylan Minnette from Awake. It is a teen drama series about a girl who kills herself and the boy who was crushing on her, who receives a shoebox full of cassette tapes, which explain the reason for her suicide. Netflix is also trying to acquire the rights to Paolo Bacigalupi's short story Mika Model. Mika Model is described as an intelligent dystopian story. Lastly, AMC and Sony are developing The Night of the Gun, based on the memoirs of New York Times columnist David Carr. Bob Odenkirk is attached to play Carr, as well as produce the series. Sean Ryan has been tapped to write. And now let's take a look at what's on the horizon. Today, Friday, June 10th, 2016, Voltron premieres on Netflix. Saturday, June 11th, 2016, Hell on Wheels returns to AMC. On Sunday, June 12th, 2016, The Last Ship returns to TNT, and Famous debuts on Fox. On Monday, June 13th, 2016, Brain Dead premieres on CBS, and Guilt premieres on Freeform. On Tuesday, June 14th, 2016, Uncle Buck premieres on ABC, Wrecked premieres on TBS, and Animal Kingdom premieres on TNT. On Wednesday, June 15th, 2016, Another Period returns on Comedy Central. On Thursday, June 16th, 2016, Aquarius returns on NBC, and Gentleman Lobsters moves over to CISO. On Friday, June 17th, 2016, Orange is the New Black returns to Netflix. On Sunday, June 19th, 2016, The Jim Gaffigan Show returns to TV Land, and Murder in the First returns to TNT. On Tuesday, June 21st, 2016, Queen of the South debuts on USA. On Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016, American Gothic premieres on CBS. On Thursday, June 23rd, 2016, 13 premieres on BBC America. On Sunday, June 26, 2016, Rhodey's debuts on Showtime, and Ray Donovan returns to Showtime. On Tuesday, June 28, 2016, Zoo returns on CBS, and Dead of Summer premieres on Freeform. And lastly, on Thursday, June 30th, 2016, Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll returns to FX. And now it's time for the question. Does Superman's appearance on Supergirl diminish the importance of the titular character in the series? Answer in the comments or send an email to contact@TVEnthusiast.com. Thank you for watching TVEnthusiast.com's The Week's News.